Hey there YouTube, I'm Yukitsu, this is Yukitsu Time. Welcome to my channel, welcome to Total War Attila. Been a while since I played this. I did want to try and get this campaign finished. I think I'll go for the short victory though. Let's go check this. What do I actually have to do here? Looks like all I have to do is survive actually until... Looks like we've actually accomplished everything. We just have to survive till 425 and that's going to be pretty easy from our stance. But let's go ahead and hit end turn here. I don't really remember what I was doing, what it was last. I think I lost Petrodava and then I retook it or something like that. I don't remember if I showed that. But we've got a lot of Hun stacks hovering near our borders. I've moved a bunch of stacks of my own near the borders. Unfortunately, I haven't got them in fortified stance, but I am near a river on the north there, so... A lot of wars going around here. The various different factions fighting around this region. Eastern Romans not doing a great job of holding their territory, but like me, they've got a huge amount of space. They haven't done as good a job, obviously, of securing their sort of borders. Right, so I've got fortified stance and I've got reinforcements, so this isn't actually too bad. The attacking army, though, here, the first wave attacking army is really, really scary. These large onagers make it really hard for me to defend the fortification location. We've got lots and lots of reinforcements. We're looking at slightly higher than 50% in favor of the enemy. But I definitely feel like we can probably win this if we play it manually then. The thing that we're going to definitely have to do is get something around to the large onagers. Now, I don't actually know where my opponent gets to set up as part of the problem here, but I do know that there's likely going to be cavalry coming from the forward direction, so the opposite side of where my reinforcements are going to come from. So, hopefully that will be okay. Hopefully he'll put his... he's allowed to actually encircle my camp completely. You can see the deployment here. He's allowed to put his large onagers in any direction around my camp that he wants, which really hurts me. So there's not a whole lot I can do about that necessarily. But our reinforcement cavalry, if they can get near him, should be able to trash this pretty quickly. The only problem is going to be depends on a little bit where he sets up. Because if he sets up where his reinforcements are streaming in, there's no way my cavalry is going to be able to get there safely. If that happens, what we might have to do is just retreat inside our own fort here and just be on the far end of it or something like that. We could even retreat out of the fort, potentially. I think, though, that we do want the orientation so that all our spike traps are on the north side. That's where his cavalry reinforcements, I suspect, are going to be coming from. But then again, that could be where all his infantry end up streaming through, but that doesn't really matter, actually. Even if his infantry are coming through there, that's where his cavalry is also probably going to be coming in from. Alrighty. So the nice thing about this is that he doesn't have a ton of horse archers like he can have with his other stack, but his other stack does have a ton of horse archers, which is really, really bad for me. Alright, let's go ahead and get our cavalry back here. Nice, clear, bright day, which is kind of good, kind of bad. Alright, let's go ahead and ready up our defenses. We're going to have our spearmen sort of like this in this formation. Actually, I like having... I'm going to have them more like this. The reason is that I'm not getting shot in the back as much by archers, and also so that my towers are not shooting my own units in the back quite as much. So, if I have them like this, there's still a bit of a concave going on, but not anywhere near as much of them. But there's a nice clear line of sight for this tower here now, so I'm not going to be shooting as many of my own units in the back there. So, that's just one of those considerations you have to make when you're defending this kind of fort.
Our spears are yours.
Yeah, we'll have these guys here. Then we'll have double Matiari over here, near this rocky terrain. What we're going to do is actually defend with deployables here. We're going to have these spike traps here mixed with these other spike traps. Then we're going to do the same thing over on this entrance. Actually, no, we're going to have these ones over here. Even though we're going to have spears there, we're going to have these ones over here. Just really make sure that nothing gets through there very effectively. So we can move all of these units back away from there. And just let the Matiari and the spikes potentially deal with that. And they actually are going to be pretty okay at that sort of job, so... Legio... We're going to have them not in shield wall formation, we're going to have them in normal formation so that they'll throw their javelins. Same thing back here.
Warriors of Christ!
We know that there's going to be forces coming from this direction, so it's worth having this guy facing that way. Our general we're going to have center along with the trebuchet in Mobile Testudo. And we're going to have a couple more units back here. Also with their shields not in shield wall formation, so going to be a little bit vulnerable to missiles, but I didn't see a tremendous number in their first wave, so we'll have to reorganize a bit once the second wave starts coming in. I need to be a bit closer to the gate here. So we want to actually have enough room for people to fire through the gap, but I don't want enemies walking through there. Alright, so here we're going to have crossbowmen. Flaming ammunition is going to be the go-to. Going to have another unit sort of over here, I think. Just in case there's a ton of troops over there, we'll need to do something about that. So, I don't have any indication as to where my reinforcements are going to come from either, which is pretty bad. But I'm pretty sure that mine are going to come from over here. Alright, so where's my opponent? The initial setup over there.
Set one foot inside the city. The enemy has
over
reinforcements.
Here. Ooh, really good, really good. Okay. Okay, so this is gonna suck, but
Double time. Into loose formation now.
all right. So what we need is that cavalry to show up from this reinforcing army. Come on. Cavalry, please. So we're going to spread these guys out more like this. And this is going to reduce the damage that those things can do to us. Okay, this is some cavalry. Oops.
The enemy has been spotted!
Okay, so this is going to be pretty rough on my computer. There's the reinforcing army. Did come from the side that I thought it was going to come from. Oh shit, they've swapped fire.
Swift melee cavalry! Ready! Quick march!
Alright, so we need to get them over here. These units can go back into normal formation, because they're no longer firing in this direction. These guys are getting wrecked. Like, I hate these large onagers. They're so stupid. They shouldn't have made them this good at explosive damage. We're not going to get our second sets of Cataphractarii, it looks like, because kind of got other things going on here. Legio over here are getting wrecked. Chosen Ur warriors here. Really tough unit. I'm going to switch over to this side with the crossbows. One of the Matiari is going to be able to wreck up this unit, I think. Going to be able to get a good charge against this one.
Our men have given up
We've
and are
already
running
lost
for
one
their
of our swords
lives.
units. Flippin' heck, these onagers just don't retreat. Come on. Finish them off. I just need them shattered. There we go.
Advance!
Other large onager. Chosen Urs are too freaking tough. Alright. These Chosen Urs are going to get shot in the back by my other unit, so that's going to be okay. So as my units flee off the field completely, we do get replacements.
Take that! Our men return to the fight!
Alright, so another charge into these guys.
Balisnarii! Burn them! Orders understood! Fire!
These guys getting shot up by the Matiari, so that's good.
The enemy general is fallen!
Going to charge into these guys here. Bring the cavalry in there. Our Palatine are in trouble there. Alright, so let's get everybody into the base. Like this here, basically. Alright, how are those Chosen Horrors doing? They're getting pretty wrecked. Considering that the Chosen Horrors are some of the best infantry in the game. I didn't properly absorb that charge there. Things are going pretty poorly here, actually.
Our men flee the field of battle.
No, not really, actually.
This is a shameful display. Follow me!
It's Chosen Horror archers. We have to get rid of them somehow, but I don't have anything that
Tower
can.
is nothing but ash now.
They are fortunately killing my towers instead of capturing them. I've never really understood what lets them capture them sometimes. Alright, that's Step Chieftain we could kill there. Yeah, so they captured this one somehow. Alright, this Cataphractari is doing a pretty good job there. Alright, let's just bring in all these troops here. Some more of our Cataphractari are hanging in the fight, which is good. Alright, so we just sort of have to hold the fort here a little bit. I can afford to lose some of my armies here, so if one of my armies falls, that's fine. Shit.
The enemy refuses to admit defeat. Their unit has rallied.
Alright, so we sort of have to retake this area here. And we'll be fine, I think.
Our spears are yours. At speed.
Mattiari getting some good kills here. Hopefully they're firing at these Step Nobles here. If we can break them, we should be able to rally some of our troops here.
Back to the fight.
Down to 18. 13. Got a good volley there. 12. 11. Alright, so if we can keep this up for a little while, that's going to be fine. These guys need to get these Bosphorans off there. Alright, so we got lots of troops flooding into our base here, which is pretty bad, but we'll be able to get rid of them eventually. I don't know what happened over here, but those guys got caught. Fine by me.
Yes, Commander! Our men return to the fight!
Alright. Flaming arrow seems fine here. Need to get those Bosphorans off there, even if it's going to cost me those units. Okay, so all these reinforcements flooding in here are going to be able to probably do enough. Need to get rid of these Lancers first and foremost. Those guys are going to rout, yeah. Alright, so let's just bring all our infantry in. They're not going to catch those guys. Oh. Of course, my game's not running all that well because the number of units that we got in here is pretty crazy.
A unit is running from the enemy!
Oh, these guys are Palatines. Shit. Okay, let's form up.
Understood.
So, like, we need this these towers to keep shooting at them as much as we possibly can keep them shooting at them. But our missing units in general, like, we're going to be able to do a pretty good job with it. Flooding in with lots of troops here, so... Okay, so that tower I think got destroyed, which is fine. Alright, so the thing is that horse archer unit is going to get shredded down by my...
Our men have rallied!
by my units if they sort of stick in that fight there. And the horse archers I can kill with the crossbowmen if need be, so that's sort of what I'm going for. Alright, so we've actually gone in melee here. So I don't need these Balstari back here then. Start running them back into the fight. Alright. This is a really clumped up enemy here that we got. Alright. These guys sort of broken.
Our men run from the enemy!
Or archers are scary enough that I kind of want that going on there. Alright, flaming arrows. Or, yeah, flaming arrows. Alright, battle reload from you guys. If we can kill their general, that would be good. But you guys, let's get you back a bit. That's the RE8 back here. Another tower's down. Alright, so the amount of firepower coming against these guys is pretty impressive. Oh shit, my Palatinas are both engaged here. Okay, gonna get reinforcements in there. Alright, so all these guys can get into this fight here. We're gonna bring them around this side.
Have regrouped.
I really need to get this Palatina guard out of there, but it's gonna be not happening. Come on. God damn it.
Enemy units have been rallied.
Alright, one of their generals is gone as well. Okay, if we push forward here, we should be fine. Scary E over there. Okay, I think we're at that point where we've just broken through their lines and they're going to start retreating en masse. Yeah, lots and lots of routing on the enemy side here. Javelins have done, I think, a lot of our work for us.
The men are running! Cowards!
Okay. Let's bring this in just in case we need it for some reason. I don't know why we need it. We lost any of our generals yet? I don't think we have. But looks like we should be able to take this away. Charge these ones just because otherwise we're not going to have an easy time getting at them.
Pull back! A unit is running from the enemy!
Alright, let's get these guys around back if we can.
God give us strength! Yes, Commander!
These devil archers are pretty tough in melee, so it's not going to be too easy a fight, but their morale is pretty much gone, so I think we're done here. Yeah, that's going to be it. These are tough fights, jeez. We were really lucky with the placement of those initial artillery pieces that they had.
Victory will soon be yours.
Okay, I need to chase down a bunch of stuff here, but these are all actually horse units, it looks like. Well, let's see if we can get a good charge into the side of this. Man, this fortification did not hold out very well. Okay, we're just going to put this on fast forward a bit while our cavalry sort of tries to clean up a bit. But our units are slower than theirs, so we're not going to have the easiest time with this. Yeah, I think that's going to be about as much as we're going to get. Yeah, I don't really want to sit here waiting for this, so we're going to go ahead and hit end battle here. Pyrrhic victory, very Pyrrhic. Pretty much completely killed that first army. But I completely lost my first army, so Pretty much need to retreat this back and completely re-recruit everything. Fortunately, I've got another army near front that can replace them. 208 kills on this stupid heavy catapult. Yeah, I do want to try and run them down, though, if I can. The thing about running them down is that, like, if I can manage to do that, then it stops those particular stacks from coming back, but they just replace them with completely identical ones anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter that much. Yeah, I don't really know, actually. I'm trying to think. I just have to survive 5 more years in-game, basically. Or something like that, like 6 more years? 7 more years or something like that. I just have to last until 425, which is not that far from now. So, it's... like, I'm pretty much done, actually. I think this counts as completely destroyed army on my count, almost. Look at that, halved. Alright. Definitely gonna go for unit replenishment. Those armies get seen off pretty badly, but they're still, one of them's still going to be stopping me from getting replenishment. I might just ditch Petrodava. Might be necessary, actually, to just lose it. They aren't attacking me there, where I've got like 4 armies clustered, so... or 3 armies clustered, that's positive. Gives me time to put them into defensive stance, which is sort of what I want. Or I could put 2 of them into ambush stance. That might also be a good idea. Probably not, actually, because then the ambushing army has to fight them one-on-one. I don't think when you ambush, you're allowed to get reinforcements. Might still be a good idea, though. Because if I fail, I'll still have 3 armies in a river battle. Come on, Eastern Rome, you can do things. Pull together. Pull together, guys. Alright, well. Phrygians putting a spy in their army, and that's all. Okay. They're fortunately helping me fight the Huns, like they've been doing a little bit of work there, so that's good. Alright. Yeah, I think we can pull through with what happened there. Judea still attacking the Eastern Rome. That's a huge garrison they've decided to attack. That's a suicide attack if I ever saw one, jeez. Alright. Tribute. Alright. Totally willing to just receive some tribute there. What's this? Infamy. I wonder how I gained infamy. Well, whatever. We did receive apparently some tribute. I'm gonna accept the gift. I don't... Alright. I don't really see how him giving us money would be the act of a spy necessarily. That makes not a whole lot of sense to me. Alright, the stack's still 20 to 20. That's pretty good. Yeah, let's continue along these lines here. We'll go with this. This guy needs to go back. Send him to Appium, I think.
We hunger for battle.
Okay, so I can actually use this force to go ahead and crush these guys or push them out of province. I think that's the same army that we just weakened, so... all that's important, though, is that we push them out of the province. Yeah, that was the one we weakened. Send these guys back to Petrodava. And send these guys as, like, a reinforcing range army. Unfortunately, I can't have them in stance, so... it's a little bit unfortunate, but... best I think we're going to be able to do right now.
March.
Alright. What we could do is swing one of these armies up from the north around down here and just have them attack here, actually. It looks like I'm actually just short on distance.
Ready for battle.
Okay. And this guy can't reach either, so... let's go ahead and pop him in here, support army.
2, 3, 4.
Commander.
Alright, and you... I don't really want to recruit too many of these
It is a great and
border guard, but we'll
glorious
get
thing to
one on the
serve
way,
your people.
since I want 4 at least in the army.
Ready for battle.
So this army I could move up to support.
Ready
That would
for
probably
orders.
be good. I forget if them popping over here is going to disrupt the entire province or just part of it. I don't want to
At your
defend a city
command.
battle here, but it
We
might actually be
hunger
smarter
for
for me to
battle.
defend a city battle instead of an open field one, so it might be
At
better
your
to move this guy
command.
behind Petrodava. Like,
Ready
problem
for
is I just
orders.
needed him to be in range of reinforcement at the very least, so
On the move.
let's move him here, I think. Okay, how many armies have we got here that we don't need back
Ready
here?
for orders.
Yeah, these guys don't need to be back here.
Ready for
We're gonna have to
battle.
camp during winter, but that's fine.
At your command.
Anyway, I think that's going to be everything for today's episode. I hope you found this one enjoyable. And of course, as always, I hope to see you all next time.